Artisans. It's Chandra with Stocks and Stuff. I am here to share a project share cards that I made for my sorority sisters. So this week is our charter anniversary for our chapter, and it is also the same day as National Send a Friend a Card Day, which is the 7th of February. So I'm not going to post this video until after I believe people have gotten their mail. I didn't quite get them in the mail as early as I would have liked because I've noticed that the mail is running slower. When I send people something, it takes them a lot longer than I thought it would take. Most of them are here in town, so hopefully they'll get them on time. I have a gigantic Ziploc bag full of pink and green scraps, and so I decided to see if I could make 25 cards or more with scraps from my scrap bag. And ashamed to say, I was able to do it. I did not cut into a new sheet of paper at all to do this whole project. So first I started picking out big pieces, and I cut down bases that were as close to 4 by 5 1/4 as possible. And so I was able to get some that just had that basic base. And I had various colors, as you can see, of green and pink in my stash. And so first I started with the bases, the layering piece actually. And then I just went through to try to find complementary colors that I could add with it. So the base was big enough, the layer piece, so I just left it that way. And then there were some that I wasn't quite wide enough, so I added a little strip. And then there were even some that I was able to almost frame because I had that space left, and I just pulled some papers out. So just a variety, but on all of them, the common theme is that I stamped using my cardigan die stamp that I shared with you last week. And so I did use my Stampin' Up! Inks, stamp pad inks, and I had different colors and different shades of green and pink. And so you'll see that the colors are even a little bit different because I was trying to match the as close to the paper as possible. And then I have this little tiny ivy leaf punch, and it punches this little tiny ivy leaf, and I cut the stem off, and I cut these in vellum, and I cut the stem off. I tried to not punch the stem as much as possible, but if I did, I just trimmed it off, and I added a vellum ivy leaf. I had some green vellum, but it looked blue on the cardigan, so I didn't use it. I just did them all in pink, even if the sweater print was pink. And then I did stickles, and I colored the trim using my alcohol markers. So I just wanted to share. Same thing I did with the coloring, the different colors. I tried to match the ink on the sentiment, which is time for a cardigan. And then I put a little note inside. I tried to match whatever paper was on the outside. I tried to match it inside. I put a note inside about why I'm sending them this card, and then I used my sweater embossing folder, and I just decided I was going to do a 1.5 inch. So all of them have 1.5 inch piece inside of a sweater embossed strip. And then I had this sentiment, this crafted card, handmade with love, created just for you. It's sent to wish you happiness in everything you do. And I cut those strips 2.5 inches. So 5 1/4 by 2.5. So I just used white 8.5 by 11. I didn't have any enough scraps that were large enough to get a sentiment bigger than these little ones that I did use out of my scrap box. So I just wanted to share. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a chance to send a friend a card on the 7th. Have a great day.